might be biased, but for a business, video is no longer a nice to have. It's no longer just a flashy add-on to your marketing plan. It's becoming a core part of how businesses communicate and grow. If you're a marketing director or manager trying to figure out how much you should be budgeting for business video content in 2025, you're not alone. The truth is, pricing can feel like the Wild West. You've got freelancers quoting one figure, agencies quoting 10 times that, and then there's your financial director asking, can't we just film it on an iPhone? In this video, we're going to look at what goes into the cost of a business video and what can make the price jump, the typical price ranges for different types of video in 2025, how to make sure you're getting real value for money, and finally, how to plan a realistic budget that won't get slashed at the next board meeting. So, what actually affects the price tag on a business video? Well, think of it like buying a car. Would you expect a Ford Fiesta and a fully spec'd Land Rover to cost the same? No, and video's no different. Here's the key factors that determine video cost. Type of video. A simple internal training video is going to be a different ballgame to a polished promotional film aimed at potential clients. The more strategic the goal and the wider the audience, the more time, planning and production value tends to be involved. Production quality. Are we talking one camera operator with a tripod or a full crew with lighting, sound and a director? Higher production value means more people, more kit and more time, or just more experience in the field. Video length. Longer videos mean more footage, more editing time and often more planning up front. But remember, longer doesn't always mean better. Clarity and message are key. Location. Are you filming in a single office or across multiple locations? Will you need to hire a studio, travel, or get permission to film in a specific place? All of that adds to the cost. Talent and crew. Using your own team on camera can keep costs down, but hiring professional presenters, voiceover artists, or actors adds polish, but also budget. Post-production. Editing is where everything comes together, but it can be deceptively time-consuming. A good rule of thumb? For every minute of finished video, you're often looking at 1 to 2 hours of editing time. So that 5-minute video, it might take a full day's work to put together, depending on how complex the footage is, how many tweaks are needed, and whether you're laying in things like motion graphics or music. Each of these elements can shift your budget up or down depending on your needs and priorities. The key here is return on investment. Your video budget should reflect the value that the content is expected to deliver. If a video is meant to drive leads, build trust or support a sales funnel, then the budget should match the results you're hoping to get back. More on that in a minute. Alright, let's talk numbers. Now, pricing can vary a lot depending on the factors we just covered, but here are some ballpark figures to help you plan. For the low end, you're looking at around £500 to £1,000. At this level, you're usually looking at a single videographer, minimal planning, and a quick turnaround. Usually it will be someone who has just got into the video game, maybe they've just graduated from university. It might not look the best, but it could be great for a simple internal comms or social media content if you don't need bells and whistles and you want to keep the costs low. £1,000 to £5,000 is the sweet spot for most small to mid-sized businesses. Typically includes a more strategic approach, a seasoned professional or a small crew, professional editing and some pre and post production support. This level is ideal for client testimonials, company overviews, educational content or recruitment videos. Moving into the high end, for anything over £5,000, you're getting full creative direction, a larger crew with full-on production rigs, multiple filming days or locations, animation or motion graphics, and content that's tightly aligned with your brand and marketing goals. Think adverts, high-impact campaigns, or flagship website videos. So where do I sit on this chart? Well, my standard day rate is £735 plus VAT. I know it's a pretty random number. If we look at a company overview video, that would be a few hours planning, a day filming and a day editing, which would be around £1,670 plus VAT. So I sit nicely in that mid-range level. So how do you know if your video is worth what you're paying? It comes down to 3 things: purpose, process, and performance. Purpose. Start with the end in mind. What is this video meant to do? Build trust, generate leads, support your sales team. A clear goal helps you and your chosen video producer make smarter decisions about where to invest your time and budget. Process. The best results come from a smooth, collaborative process. You want a partner who helps you plan, bring ideas to the table, and makes the experience feel easy, not someone who just turns up with a camera. Strategy and support are part of the value. Performance. You don't want a video that looks good, you want one that works hard for your business. That could mean tracking views, leads, conversions, or even how long people are watching. Set clear expectations for what success looks like and talk to your video partner about how to measure it. A decent video producer should have strategies to help you with this. In other words, value isn't just about cost, it's about outcomes. A £2,000 video that brings you £10,000 in sales is a better investment than a £10,000 one that just gathers dust on your YouTube channel. Let's be honest, getting a budget signed off isn't always easy. You're juggling expectations, trying to show value, and often working with limited resources. So how do you build a budget that makes sense to the decision makers and money holders? Start by linking your video to real outcomes. If it's part of a lead generation campaign, show how it supports your pipeline growth and have firm figures on the revenue you expect it to generate. If it's for recruitment, show how it will help attract the right talent, which will lower your acquisition cost and staff turnover. At the end of the day, numbers talk, so make sure the video is connected to the KPIs your stakeholders care about. A single video is rarely a one-off anymore. You want to talk about how that fits into your wider content plan. Will it be used on your website, in email marketing, or in paid ads? Showing multiple uses makes the budget go further and helps stakeholders see the long-term value. Again, a good video producer should be able to help you with the brainstorming of creative ideas for using your videos. Always leave a little room for changes or scope creep. Whether it's a script tweak or an extra round of feedback, giving yourself that flexibility up front helps you avoid awkward conversations later. Look at building in a 5 to 10% buffer just in case the project grows. Tied in with the last point, make sure you're comparing apples with apples. If you're talking to suppliers, ask for clear breakdowns. What's included, what's extra, and how many revisions are covered. Transparency helps avoid surprises. For me, as I've been doing this for nearly 15 years, I know exactly how long the production will take. So unless you want a complete reshoot or you change your mind completely, your final price will be the same as the quote. At the end of the day, the goal isn't just to get a video made, it's to get it made well, with buy-in and backing from the people who matter. So, how much should a business video cost in 2025? The honest answer? It depends on your goals, your audience, and the kind of results you want. But the most important thing is to approach video as an investment, not an expense. If you're strategic with your content, clear about your objectives, and partner with the right video producer, then the return on investment can be huge. Whether you're spending £1,500 or £15,000, the key is making sure the video works hard for your business long after it goes live. If you're thinking about video this year and want to figure out what's realistic for your business, head over to proudbusinessproductions.com to learn more about working with me. Whether you're ready to roll or just exploring ideas, let's have a chat about how to make your video work for you.